Well, hey, Gundam Maniacs, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. Today we're going to be looking at a really cool one. This is a metal build, Gundam F91 Chronicle White version, which I think that just means it comes with the option part set. When I first got into Gundam, F91 was one that I grown to like real quick. Yeah, I just think it's a cool movie. And I've seen this metal build around. I just thought it would be never something I'd get because of the price. So yeah, checking out the robot spirits, the high grade, master grade, which I'll show off in this video to compare to it. I was just really curious of what a metal build would be. And originally when I heard metal build, I thought, oh, it's a Gunpla that's just made out of metal. But no, it's really just a larger robot spirits. All right, so here you go. Here is the metal build F91. Looks like an F91. But if you look closer, there's a lot of awesome details, and we'll get into that. I gotta say, this is a very fun figure right off the bat. It's more than just a figure. It's almost like a transformer, but it's not a transformer. It just has a lot of gimmicks to it, and it makes it a lot of fun. Let's show it off next to the high grade. Let's show it off next to the master grade. Now, the master grade, I actually have it in the stand because it has the little light gimmick, but what I want to do real quick is compare the sizes. It's kind of cutting off at the top there, but just proportioned differently. It seems to be taller, but the proportions between the two, yeah, I'm sorry, the top is cut off, but we can kind of see down at the feet. Actually, let me pull this back just a little bit so we can kind of get a good look there. There you go. Yeah, you can see how the metal build is a little taller, but the master grade just is scaled a little chunkier in the legs and the feet, but yeah, otherwise pretty similar. All right, along with that is the Robot Spirits version, and now it's like the evolution spec, so really this isn't to scale with anything. I mean, if we look at the high grade, and that's supposed to be close to Robot Spirits scale, yeah, it's, yeah, the evolution spec's a little interesting one. But yeah, let me take off all the accessories and we'll kind of look at the articulation. All right, took off the backpack and the binders it had on here, but yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, as we go and look at, you know, the different points of articulation and gimmicks, we can kind of get a look at the design too, because as we go, I think this is an amazing design. It has just the right, like, real type markings in the right areas. It has the right little details and vents and stuff going on. But yeah, let's look at it. So the head, which is interchangeable, there's actually two of them. I'm going to show that off here in a second. You know, you've got the neck part, you've got the head part here, so that, oh, that pops right out. That way you kind of get a mix of articulation that you want to get. And here it is with the little block that it comes with, that you know, put the head in. Here's the alternate head. It also comes with another V-fin, so you can really have both heads on display. But this is why it came with two heads. One, you can actually, with this one, take off the front guard and put that other one that we see like in anime. This one actually does something that's really cool. So here's, you know, a typical look of a Gundam, but you can open this up and get a lot of details inside, which are pretty cool. Like it's even painted. So when there's the transforming aspect going on, they actually add detail to it to make it make sense. But what's cool is, so there's this lever right here you kind of open or pull up to like make it change its shape, and then you can close it. But what I like about it is you can nearly do that with it closed. You see how it just switched like that, and then you know, put it back on. So normal, and then it's, you know, it's extra mode or whatever you call it. I love that they added this. This is very cool. And so yeah, again, looking at the articulation, we can see there's a ball joint down at the base that goes into the body, but then there's its own neck joint that goes into the head. So a lot of articulation there. I guess having the backpack on in the back is what holds it in place so it doesn't come off. So I guess that makes sense there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you can get rotation going on. So it does that, although with the backpack off, it kind of pops up, but you get the idea there. The shoulders are pretty cool. It actually has a thing where those little side fins come out. Let's see if I can pull that out all the way. Articulate them correctly. All right, there you go. Really cool added gimmick slash feature for transformation. We do get another set of shoulders I'll show shortly, but at least, that's pretty cool. Sticking with the shoulders here, we have this little neat piece that's articulated right here. What I like about this is something that I feel like has always been an issue with any Gundam or any large shoulder strong design, is where you have to completely move like the shoulder back sometimes to have an arm go straight out, and sometimes that doesn't look too good because then you're seeing all the bits below. But this is a great way to get around that by having this piece that's articulated move out of the way. And along on the upper bicep, it has this little piece here. We can see the metal joints in here where we get, that good, really good elbow articulation. And the arms are what you expect, with the rotation. You can pull this out pretty easily to put on the other shoulders. So with the abdomen, we get a pretty good back. That's actually pretty good. And we also get pretty good front. I wouldn't complain, but it's not perfect. We can kind of see the articulation and how it works back there, where you can see where you're getting that range. So it's pretty good actually. I gotta say, I love the details here. I mean, look at the back here. We see the gold right here. I mean, this thing has detail everywhere. So there's an interesting component I'll get to more when I get to the accessories of, the binders that would be on the back that come down as guns. For instance, you can see the articulation here, where it kind of goes up and down. On it itself, it has a little hinge there, and I'll just show this right now. There's actually an accessory you can add on, depending on how you want to, manipulate this. There's this little piece that you can add on to kind of cover the buttons. Yeah, you just pop that on, and I guess that's there just for if you're not using it. I mean, I feel like it's unnecessary, but it's cool that they have that because it hides the more of the toy function over the design. Okay, moving down to the skirts, they move up quite a bit, and then you can kind of get the exposed look at the articulation of the legs. The side ones seem to do pretty fine. It seems kind of limiting, but then there's other ways, like you could see, to kind of move things out of the way if needed. It hasn't really been an issue, but check this out. Like, you see how it kind of seems to put itself back into place? Just kind of a weird bit of articulation. The back moves up a lot, quite a bit more than I see with some Gunpla, even Robot Spirit. Sometimes they just have it's a single piece that you just plug in and it stays there. But this moves back quite a bit, and then you get more of that inner metal frame there, and you can see I actually still have the stand piece in there. And I'm glad it's clear. I like it when it's built into the figure itself, but at least it's clear. I kind of like that. And then on the back here, this is actually storage. This opens up, and then another piece opens up where something pegs in. So that would it holds the rocket, the bazooka, or the gun perfectly, the rifle. But yeah, down at the legs, we have the knee bend. It's pretty good. I mean, it goes back pretty far. We're seeing kind of that exposed metal. It looks pretty cool. Rotation here. We can see all the joinery there. The feet. Yeah, again, I like it where you can see like the little metal pistons in there for it. It's got the guard. That moves a little bit, but we can see the gold. Some more details there. I guess this is how the foot moves. It goes up quite a bit, down quite a bit too. A lot of options there. You got your side to side. Minimal rotation. Don't want to mess with it too much, but it does enough, I'd say. This, for some reason, I think it could have been more of a rotation or pivot, but I think it's good enough for now. Coming back up here with the side skirts, just to show this off, even though we'll get more to it in the accessories, is this opens up and it turns, and you could put the beam sabers in here. And I love how the beam saber has a little silver at the end. I was doing that with some recent Gunpla I was building. But yeah, I like how that looks there. This side opens up. This side opens up. It has a little shield thing here, and that's actually what plugs in on the arm here. There's actually another one too. I don't know why they did it that way, which is pretty cool. I guess maybe if you lost one accidentally. But yeah, one goes in here, and then one is here when you're not using the shield. So that's pretty cool. Something else I want to get into more in a second, but up here at the body, there's this, you can kind of see where it just barely opens up, right? It's not too much, but it's enough for when you have the guns on the side that come down. It's to kind of keep it separated from here on the sides, because it does say, even in the manual, that, you know, the paint could rub off here if you're not careful. All right, let's take a look at the manual, and then we'll jump into accessories. Yeah, here is the manual. Looks very cool. And this is a manual, all right. But I like that it's all colored pages, showing all the accessories it comes with. You can see it's quite a bit, and we'll get into that. Even the option part, it goes through the instructions with the head, like we were just talking about, and even how to do the transformation. Yeah, some more instructions about adding on the accessories, the gun parts to the back, the shield stuff, the side skirt stuff that we just talked about. Just some more articulation here. Here, yeah, just some more of the gimmicks with the shoulder, what you can do with the gun, the storage. Yeah, we're not going to go through everything in detail, but just in case you need to look at these, you can always pause, I guess. But yeah, you can kind of see where it's showing what to do with everything. Even the shield, the stand. Yeah, and then the option parts and what they do, it's pretty cool. We'll get into that in a little bit as well. Yeah, even how to plug all that stuff in, because it is quite a bit. I mean, look at all this. That's why I said this is a lot of fun. There's so many options you can do to make it look and work in a whole bunch of different ways. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, for accessories, there's quite a bit here. This is kind of the thing that it normally comes with, that plugs on the back, and it kind of, you know, moves down and out. I think it has a few little options here. Not only when you plug it in can you adjust how it's sitting on the backpack, but this pulls out as well. This back opens here. Oh yeah, and this front part moves forward. So there's this front part moving forward. There's this opening up, and then this on the back. So it's like neat little things to transform it, to like expose, you know, the undersides of it, and it looks really cool. There's even the paint detail, the gold, the silver. Yeah, really well done. All right, a beam rifle looks cool. It still has that, you know, look from F91, but just a little bit more detail on it. Yeah, that looks really cool. All right, and here's a beam saber. It comes with the two beam saber blades, but also the beam saber handle itself. Can I get that to, yeah. So it looks very cool. I kind of like that chrome at the top. All right, here is the bazooka. Now this is very highly detailed. I mean, look at the markings on it on both ends, different colors. We're seeing a little bit of gold in here with like the gun and different shades of that. And then here as well, I mean, there's a lot of cool details in this that are just really nice. You could take this off and put it back on. More details here. Yeah, just very nice looking. All right, here's the backpack that it comes with. This is the standard backpack that you know from F91, but it came with another backpack that looks different. We're going to look at that in a second. And then, yeah, here's the shield, and it has kind of the built-in piece that will go on the arm there. Now, to look at the option parts, this is where it gets pretty interesting. It comes with an additional backpack that has these 4 guns on it. And I love this because we can look here, there's so much articulation. You can do whatever you want. I've had it where it looks like it's just binders. I've had it look like they're guns. You can add this with the other guns, not only the VSBRs, is that what they're called? Something like that. Along with the other option part guns that it comes with that I'm going to show in a second. All right, so here it is plugged in. So you can see with all the arms and it's plugged in, there's still this space, I might have to get in here, where you can kind of see the peg, so we can actually add those other guns on there. All right, and here are the other guns. It's very cool. Here's an open one, here's a closed one. It looks sick. It's like a chain gun. And it came with like a piece I had to add in to like put on here, so I guess it came separately like that. See, this kind of opens up. And then this will attach on the back. It's very cool. Handle for the side, so you have them hold it like that. And then here are the additional shoulders that you could put on, which are very cool. Not only does it have that articulated thing I was talking about, but this also opens. So this is like unlike the other one, this is permanently open like this, which is really cool. So you can put this on when you want them like in battle mode, you know, have the other one on for other things. So yeah, here it is with kind of the standard parts on. It looks great. You can recreate scenes from F91, and it fits on the stand perfectly. It's just a typical stand we always see. And then here are the option parts that are on it, and there's so many different ways you can use the option parts. This thing just looks fantastic. There's so much fun you can have with it, and it feels solid. It feels sturdy. Well, there you go. That is the F91 metal build Chronicle White version. Let me know what you think if you messed with it. You know, next I want to try a fixed figuration, one of those metal composite ones to kind of see the differences. Really, the main thing is with this F91, I see it as a typical metal robot Spirits. It's just that it's taller, and it has so many little gimmicks and transforming things on it that I think it makes it even more high quality. I think it's worth the asking price for it that you might see around for it. And there seems to be two different versions, one with the option part set and one without, that you have to buy separately. So yeah, let me know what you think. Is this something you've messed with before? Any suggestions or any requests on how I should like pose it, considering all the accessories it comes with and everything. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk later.